Okay, yeah, so we're project two, and our members are Aiden and me. So we're high school students, and as like a brief introduction, we're very like grateful for this opportunity to learn more about programming, UI design, and so much more in building this website. And for this website, I made the website while Aiden, my partner, created the shopping feature, which we'll be showing you guys later. Okay, so first we'll be showing you the actual website. And then this is just how it looks. So when you first go onto the website, you're on the dashboard or the homepage. And we just have the company name here, a picture in the back, and then an about section. Of course, all of this can easily be changed depending on what pictures you guys want to use or different descriptions. And then down here, this box brings you to the news and events page. So you can look through articles and news as well as events that you guys might host. We weren't sure if you guys wanted to make your own articles or if you wanted articles from other websites, but since we didn't have access to any first resource articles, we decided to make one from another website. So if you go to the button over here or the top over here, you're brought to this page and there's just different articles or events that you guys host. And then this is just the title that I got from the article. And if you press it, you're brought to the actual news article, which is a different website. But if you guys would like, we can also make the article on your own website. And then the next page is the contact page. So here is just a contact box that you can fill out and submit any like requests or questions. And then in the code, you can put in an email that all of the requests will be sent to. So as you can see here, it's blank. So if you try to submit it now, it'll tell you to fill out all the fields. And then after you fill it out, it's sent as a plain text email to the email that you have in the code. And then down here, we just have a map of where your company is located in case people want to visit your company and meet you guys in person. Right now we have it set as a random location since we aren't sure where your like company is actually located. But of course you can change that when you guys like implement it, if you guys will. And then the next page is the login page. So this page isn't fully implemented right now, but as a login page, it would be for customers to log in and save their products that they might have in their shopping cart or articles or events that they start and want to come back to. It can also be used for administrators to log in and edit the dashboards or add articles and products, but we haven't gotten there yet because of the time limit and since we're only a team of 2, but that's something that we haven't planned for the future. And then here we have a search bar. We had a Google powered engine search bar, but it wasn't working, I think, because the website wasn't an actual like website. So we just have this one for the design and UI. And we were going to implement databases, but we felt like that might have been really difficult when you guys add more articles and keywords. So we were trying to think of a different option. And then Aiden will be talking about the shop. So Aiden, do you want to screen share now?
Yeah, sure. I can do that. Okay, thank you, Luna. And I'll just go over the shopping feature on the website. So here you can open the shop, and here you see all of the products that we have. So let's say, for example, you want to add some masks, and you can add all of these to our shopping cart, and maybe a first aid kit, for example. And then once you're done, you can head over to our shopping cart. If you click this, and over here, you can also change the quantity of your items. So you can choose to remove a product. You can also add more, and you can see that your subtotals will change relative to the amount of items that you have. And you can also empty the cart from here, or you could, if you're done, you can just head to checkout. And here you can enter all of your details. I'll just do this really quick. since and yeah, so that's for example. And you can also add shipping costs. And then here is where you'll put in the payment method. I'll just use a fake credit card. And then when I'm done, I'll just pay, in this case, $45. So right now it will give us an error because the credit card that we're using is invalid and it's fake. But once we have set up the website and we have have it fully completed, this should be valid and you will be able to see the order that the customer places. And I will go over how to add a new product to the website. So here is a website that we use. It's called check.io, or it's also called commerce.js. And here you can add products. So if I go to add, let's say I want to add an apple, you can type in your description, red apple. You can you can choose your price. So let's say I want to make this $1.25, and then you can require a shipping address. You can also add the pictures, and you can also add a thank you page, and etc. So these are all just things that you can, if you want to, you can implement. And what's really nice about this website is that it's really, user friendly. Like everything's here for you. For example, you can add digital delivery, SEOs, for example. And once you've done all of this, you can just head over and then save your product. All right, and then it shows that we have our changes saved. So then once you have done that, you can head over to our website. And if we refresh this, you can see that we have our Apple and we can add it to a cart. And that's pretty easy. So for and for and here you can see all of the billings and your volume, and then how many customers you have, what they're buying, for example. And this is just using Stripe. You can also use PayPal, but we will have to implement that in the future. And for the website, for the transactions, we are currently on a standard plan, which is free, but for every transaction, there is a 3% fee. So if a customer, buys a $10 product, the company that made this website they would have to take 3% of that, which is basically used to, support the transaction, stuff like that. And for deployment, we can use like Heroku or something like that. You could also use AWS, that's up to you. And for Heroku, you could use the free plan, which I'm not so sure about the details on this. But like I said, you can also use AWS, and that should be pretty easy to implement considering that we are already using commerce.js, and everything from there should be, pretty easy to implement. And yeah, that's basically it from me.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Aiden. So he basically covered everything. Okay, I'll just not screen share since the rest is mainly talking, but since we have built most of the website now and we used code like HTML, CSS on different languages, the server cost is less than using other third-party website builders. And then after, when you want to implement it, you will have to pay for the server and domain costs. So the server costs will vary depending on how many people go on your website, while the domain costs, according to Google's Google Domains, is $17 a year, which we think is pretty affordable considering it's like a whole year. And then since you guys are a company, we believe that the .com ending would be the best for your company, though of course you can also get a .net or .org domain. And we did search up if NTST.com was available, but due to it already being taken, you can also do NTST-tech.com, which is available. So that is pretty much it for our presentation. And yeah, you guys can ask any questions if you guys have any.